Commission to order. Can I have roll call, please?
Snyder?
Here.
Wynn?
Here.
Taylor? Winman?
Here.
Fessler?
Present.
Aaron's?
Here.
Foster?
Here.
I'd like to welcome Karen Fessler to our first meeting. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you, Ron.
Consider approval of the July 5th, 2017 agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And consider approval of the June 7th minutes. A motion to approve.
So moved.
Aaron's.
Second.
Second by Wynn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The item 5 is a public hearing request by the City of Coralville and CA Argent Coralville LLC for the approval of CBD site plan and final plat of our River Landing Part 8, also known as Latitude at Coralville, located at 625 First Avenue. Okay, we'll open the public hearing. Doesn't look like we have a lot of people wanting to speak tonight, so
Well, you get to be Scott, huh?
we'll close the public hearing. So we'll consider approval of the CBD site plan.
So moved.
Moved by Snyder,
Second.
second by Foster. Hey, Jim, what can you?
Okay, I'll give you a little overview here of what we've already approved. First of all, I'll go over the location. The location of this is right here on the corner of First Avenue and 7th Street. This, of course, is a vacant lot. Down here is where our Coralville City Recycling Center is, and the 625 building. So it's going to be taking the area that the 625 building is in, all of our recycling area, and then this entire corner. So this is the location of where the development's going to be, to refresh your memory on that part of it. This is a PUDB site plan, but I kind of wanted to show you the part we've already approved, which is the PUDA site plan for this development. So the PUDA site plan encompasses the whole development, and that encompasses this lot here, lot number 1, where this building's going to be Outlot A, which is going to be a green space, a city park, and it includes all of the street improvement work that you would see as part of the PUDA. Improvement of 7th Street, improvement of the roundabout on 7th Street, an extension of 7th Street, and an extension of East 2nd Avenue to the south that eventually will turn and tie into 1st Avenue. The PUD process, as I said, we've already approved that. So tonight, what we're looking at is this the PUDB, and this is just the site that the actual building is going to sit on. It doesn't include, the boundary of this PUD is right around the building, and it does not include any of the public improvements on any of the street improvements that are going to be. We're just approving the building tonight. And we've seen the building before. Let me go back to this other. We've seen this building before, and the images of it, this building. It's a pretty massive building, and I gave you some of the specs of this building on the notes to know I gave you. It's 309 dwelling units. It's 5 stories high. It's got 2,822 square feet of commercial use, the 309 dwelling units, and it's also got a parking structure, which is right in the center of the 2 wings of the building that we can see a little later. That's going to have 400 and some cars in it, 469 parking places for cars in it, and then there'll be some street parking as well. But the images of this is the west elevation, or this is the elevation along 1st Avenue. This is the north elevation of the building, and it goes along 1st Avenue. This is just another picture of the north elevation. It shows you the elevation change in 7th Street from the 1st Avenue location down to the 2nd Avenue. So there's quite a little bit of elevation change. This is just another perspective. This is looking at the corner of the building. This is 1st Avenue here, 7th Street running down here. This is what the main corner of the building will look like. This is a location of the commercial area of the building right here. And then some more perspective, another perspective looking at it more from the north, down First Avenue, down this way, down 1st Avenue. Another 1st Avenue perspective. They really like their 1st Avenue design, I guess. 1st Avenue. This is actually down along 1st Avenue, and this is the south end of the building. This is a perspective of the rear of the building, and what you're looking at, this is just the west wing of the building. over here in this white is the east end of the building, east wing, and then in the center is where that 469 space parking garage is. Another perspective of the same. This is a perspective of it coming down 7th Street. This is 7th Street coming down the hill. You can see kind of the elevation change again.
So is all of the commercial space at ground level, or is it?
Yes, it is. Yep.
So is the plan, oh, go ahead, Lynn. Go ahead.
Is there parking on 7th Avenue?
There
Street
will,
parking?
there, on 7th Avenue, there will be some street parking on 7th Avenue, yes.
Where is it at? Like, isn't that the 7th Avenue view?
This is First Avenue right here.
Okay.
7th Avenue, it's along 7th Avenue here. And then you turn the corner, and we have parking along East 2nd Street as well.
I guess I got backwards, 7th Street and 2nd Avenue, isn't it? I keep my streets and avenues backwards.
This is East, you can see we've got some parking right along here along 7th Avenue. And we have parking along East 7th Avenue, or East 2nd Avenue right here. East 2nd Street and East 2nd Avenue both have street parking. There's not a lot of them, but there's a few there. I don't know if I gave you that figure or not.
Are they all parallel spots, I'm assuming?
Yes.
So in the one photo you showed, especially on the 7th Street side, down towards the bottom where the parking structure is the plan to have the parking structure mimic the building, kind of like we did on 5th Street? Or is it to be more concrete looking? Because you can see
The only part of the
it.
parking lot, the parking structure you'll see is the south elevation of it. And you'll just see the open levels of the parking lot.
Okay, so the
It sits in
picture
the
was
center,
just-
so the
okay.
only exposed elevation of it is the south elevation.
Okay. That's what I thought from the original one, but this one you could see like chunks of white.
Oh, that's just kind of a placeholder on
Okay.
there to show you what the wings of the building look like. So anyhow, this is what we're back to. We're just back to the PUDB site plan, which just encompasses the actual footprint of the building and the actual building itself.
Any more discussion or questions?
Yeah, I still have a question on the parking on this thing. It says that it's supposed to have, what do we got, 661 parking spots for that size of units? And they only have 469?
They have
We're off by
460
200?
Yeah, we're off by 200 some parking places. It's kind of the IRL, the way the IRL is building out. There's parking ramps, there'll be more parking ramps built. There'll be a parking ramp built with the Drury, there'll be a parking ramp built with the hospital wings.
So it's all based on shared parking?
It's all based on shared parking. Everything in the IRL is basically shared parking. With the exception of like the Drury ramp. The Drury ramp will have so many spaces in it that are strictly for the Drury. And the west parking ramp has spaces in it that are strictly for hospital use during the day, and then they're open to the public at night.
So we're supposed to consider 200 parking units in the Drury lot next to it are going to be going to this?
No.
mean, where are you gonna come up with those 200?
There won't be any designated parking places. They'll just be down there. They'll be wherever they are. There won't be any designated parking places for this
I just
building.
mean in total numbers of what's down there, 200 more spots are going to be used by this building that are not going to be used by other places in the Iowa Landing, because we don't have enough parking down there.
Well, yeah.
for what
and
the kind of-
and the
what we're
idea-
building.
But the idea of the whole IRL district is, yes, it's shared parking. We also have the intermodal area for parking. And it's also that it's on it's on public transportation. So it's there for public transportation use, so everybody's not going to have a car, or they're not going to have to drive their car every day.
And this is likely to be a lot of student housing, is it?
It could very well be,
Yeah.
the way it's set up, yeah.
A lot of bus and bikes.
It strikes me that it's meant to be a very pedestrian-friendly type of area that with the park, and I'm assuming there's going to be trail connections in there as well, and with the intermodal facility and all the public transportation, that it's so near that, like you said, the parking, I'm sure it'll be adequate, hopefully. The one question I do have, I'm assuming there'll be signage down there that'll say, if there are specific designated spots for the Drury or,
The Drury spots will be in the Drury parking ramp.
okay.
Yeah.
But it'll be clearly marked.
It's just for the jury.
Yep,
You would
okay.
have to be a guest of the jury.
Jury to get,
their ramp,
okay.
yeah.
Sometimes I do know that there is some confusion about like where and when people can park and, you know, in the ramp that's kind of near Homewood and,
Oh, the west ramp?
yeah, sometimes that, there's a little bit of confusion
There is,
about,
because a lot of that is designated
Yep.
during the day for the clinic.
yeah.
And it actually, the lower floor was always to be open to the
Yeah.
public
Mhm.
of that ramp.
But you got the intermodal can't be used by the public.
The top floor of the intermodal camp.
Yeah, but the bottom two can't
The
be
bottom
used.
two are parking right.
Yeah. So there's a whole 2 units that these people can't use.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know, so then you've got the whole top floor of the intermodal. I just, like I said,
And you've
I
got-
personally think that the parking is getting tight down there. And we're adding 350 some more units and not enough parking spots
But we'll be adding more parking ramps as well.
until that happens.
But,
Which is coming first, this building or the parking ramps?
yeah, I wish I had that answer. I don't have that answer. This, you know, this, I don't know when this building will start or when it's slated to start. The jury ramp will start soon.
Like I
But-
said, I haven't been real I think it's just huge and it's a lot of people and in that area, it's just gonna overwhelm it, but that's
We
my
haven't
opinion.
actually, yeah, we haven't actually had any complaints on parking or had any concerns about parking expressed to us, at least not to my knowledge, we certainly haven't. So, there is parking down there. It's not always right by where you want to be, but there is parking down there.
And the parking garage is not open to the public?
Pardon me, this one?
Yeah.
No, this one won't be. This will be just for the residents.
Any more discussion? Okay, then we'll vote on the approval of the CPD site plan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay,
Okay, we have 6-1. And
Wait, we should have a roll call on that.
okay, let's do a roll call on the PUD site plan.
Snyder?
no,
Wynn?
Yes.
Taylor? Fessler?
Here, Dean.
Yes. Aaron's?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
And Winman?
Yes. And motion is, the site plan is approved. Now we will consider approval of the final plat. Motion, consider motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's,
Second.
second by Fessler. In discussion, is there anything different on the plan?
No, the final plat's the same. This building is lot number 1. Lot number A, which is south of East Second Avenue Extended, is for future development. So it's one lot and one outlot.
Okay, we will now vote on the approval of the final plan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And motion carries. Okay. Anything for next month yet, Jim?
I have one submittal that we're looking at, but we just got it the other day, so I can't say for sure it'll be there. But
Okay.
so far, we're working on one submittal.
Okay, consider a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.